Hey, Mike, Megan, like me being a first-year athletic director, both of you are first-year head coaches, and not just here at American, but as head coaches, period. I know I experienced a lot of things that either surprised me or didn't surprise me that I thought would surprise me. What kind of things did you see as head coach in your respective programs this year that may have taken you off guard?
You can start.
Wow. I've been asked that before, and to be honest, there wasn't a ton of surprises. Yeah. I mean, our guys, just the way they sort of responded to everything that we asked of them all year long was surprising, because normally you don't get a group. The group that we had this year was phenomenal, and just. Not just simply being on time, but doing every single thing that you asked of them. And it started, we had great leadership, and John Schoaf, he has that mindset where, you tell him to do something once and he does it. And Pee Wee, is a terrific leader, and Tony, our senior, was great all year. So just the type of group that we had this year was a surprise to me.
I think I would have to say the same thing as far as echoing what Mike said about the players in general. Just, them buying in right away. I said to Alexis Dobbs before the season that she should be first team all Patriot League this year, and she went out and she achieved it. And so that, kind of surprising, I think. And then just for us, all the academic awards that we received this year on our team was just outstanding, with Lex getting the President's Award and Jen getting the highest math award, and just those types of things, I didn't really expect or think about coming into the situation. I'm just really proud of them.
If today was your first day on the job,
oh boy.
Would you tell the team anything differently?
I don't think I would tell them anything differently. I feel like I said the things that I needed to say initially, but you kind of...
Hold on, should I cut you off? Because if your answer's really good, right. Well, we have to do it again. Sorry.
But you kind of alluded to this earlier about getting to know your players. I feel like because of the time of year that I came in, I don't feel like I got a chance to know them well enough and really bond with them. Just because I was getting my staff there. Once you're in, you're trying to recruit, you're trying to do everything all at one time. And I just wish I had more time with them, and we're trying to do a better job in the postseason of getting to know them. I think that just helps. I think you saw it with your guys this year. Just help, having, I guess, April in the summer to talk, sit down with them, have them believe in you and really get to know you and like you. And I think that's important when you go into a season, is having their trust.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, just having that extra, just even if it was a week or 10 days, whatever
Sure.
it was, getting to know them, not having the pressure of the season coming up, and just working out with them a little bit on the court, talking to them, and then having sort of a little bit of break to say, okay, here's where we stand, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And sort of think about how you can get
and see their
team
improvement.
better.
Yeah, for me, I was watching their improvement during the course of the year, not in preseason workouts. I was just trying to teach them the offense. So it was challenging, like I said, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Good. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So Megan, what's the biggest difference between postseason play as a head coach compared to being an assistant?
I think probably the biggest thing, aside from media attention, because as an assistant you don't really get any media attention, would just be the difference in motivating your players. As an assistant, you say a few things here or there to get them excited or pumped up, but as the head coach, you feel like you have to go into the locker room and you have to give this big speech about postseason play and how exciting it is, and trying to get them to buy into how excited you are, and that they should be just as excited. So that seemed a little different for me, but other than that, it seemed pretty much status quo as far as the game and everything went.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, both points. There's not necessarily the media, but just all the extra things that you have to think about as a head coach. Takes away sort of a lot of time to prepare and watch tape and think about what you have to do. So
it definitely does.
Again, relying on assistants to do a lot of that.
Well, you had more than I did, so talk to me about your experience. So when I get there someday, I'll know.
Right. Actually, the point that you made though about motivating your team. Sometimes I found myself coming in the locker room or about to go in the locker room and simply not quite having the answers for them. And trying to figure out, okay, well, what do we got to do here to win this game, or what do we have to change in this next half? So sort of voicing that in the amount of time that you have at say halftime was something that I hopefully got better at
Yeah.
throughout the season.
Yeah, I hope I did too. You never really know. But I think, feeling like you have to have the answer. And when sometimes the answer just may be up to them or just how the game goes, or, you just go in and you just say something small, something minor that gets them excited, or it gets them believing in what you're doing. So it's not an easy task to motivate, I don't think. But anyway, how much influence did the coaches you worked under have on your style of coaching here at American?
Well, I was lucky. I worked for some good guys, John Thompson, Joe Scott, and Jeff Jones here at AU. So I think, as an assistant, I think you take away from everybody that you work with and work for, even other assistants that you may work with. And then you just try to hope that, or in my case anyway, I hope I can be half as good as those guys just on a daily basis. I think they cared about their kids. They cared about all the right things. It wasn't just winning and losing. So having worked for those guys, hopefully I'm bringing something.
Yeah.
I learned something.
Well, I wonder, did you see yourself, like part of you come out, or part of them come out in you when you were out on the floor coaching?
Well, to be honest, all three of those guys gave me a lot of leeway in coaching and practice. So I was lucky enough to sort of know what my voice would sound like when I was coaching, kind of
Right.
thing. So I was lucky to have that sort of experience. And they were responsible for it.
That's great. That's great.
Thanks again for joining us in this special roundtable discussion, and good luck to all you as you enter your second season. Back to you, Lisa.